Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Solomon. I want to welcome you to your monthly reading for June of 2018. This is dealing with your love life, all right? And we're going to look into the overall energy, all right, and theme that might be coming towards you, the person or energy that might be coming towards you, your response, advice, outcome for Sagittarius in love for June 2018, all right? Sagittarius in love for June 2018. Okay. So the overall energy and theme, we do have the Ace of Swords. So there is some kind of clarity and truth that you're either sending out, that you're on the receiving end of, or giving off, to somebody else. And this is like, I don't want something, I'm in it, we're committing. I've done this, they've done that, something went wrong, but some kind of truth is coming through. So this is the opportunity to express that. Some of you are going to do it, some of you might not. It just depends. So we'll see why that might be there. Now, the energy of person coming towards you. Yeah, it seems like you might be telling someone that you're not wanting to deal with them, or that you're wanting to end something. So that person may be, they may be feeling hurt, or they may be feeling stabbed in the back, like you are ignoring them, you're ending something, like you're getting over a particular relationship. So that person is bringing this towards you, which is not communicating. And for others of you, if they're not communicating to you or opening up to you, you're just ending something altogether. That's what it seems like to me for some. So I feel like that person also could be dealing with a very restrictive scenario, where they could be feeling like they're being betrayed or stabbed in the back by an ex-partner or someone else, and you don't even know about it. And that's some kind of truth that some of you might receive. So I do feel like there's some of you are putting an end to a certain situation that's not moving somewhere. All right. Now your response is the Six of Swords. So you are moving on. You are stepping away from something. You are disappointed, and by maybe past conflict where there was drama or something that you may have said or addressed, now a lot of you are stepping away from it, literally moving away from somebody, or just getting something or someone off your mind because you can't really handle it. All right. Now your advice is the Eight of Swords. Now this either tells you to stay back, hold tight, don't really verbally get into altercations with someone. It tells you to kind of bide your time, to move away from the situation. But for others of you, you might be feeling very restricted. You might be feeling stuck or trapped in a marriage or relationship that you're not happy with, and you just stay there because you might feel like you tied the knot, that you got into the relationship and now you're in it for the long haul. That's not necessarily a case for everybody. You might not feel like you can get out of it, but that's a choice or decision that you need to make to free yourself from this. So this tells you to move away. But for others of you, if you feel like something is very hostile or violent or whatever it might be, it tells you to kind of bide your time, to ask questions. You have a lot of sword energies here, so a lot of communication or the lack thereof, but a lot of things going on where you are in your mind, you are in your head about certain things that you want to do, that you want to say, and things that you have done already. All right. And then we have the outcome of the Nine of Pentacles. So many of you this is a single month for a lot of you out there. Sometimes this is moving away to a different location, or you're ending a marriage or relationship that is no longer really serving you. So I feel like a lot of you are just biding your time. You're wanting some space, and you're not wanting to be held down by something that was not really emotionally gratifying any longer. All right. So I had to pause really quickly, but we're going to look into the Ace of Swords for Sagittarius. Clarify the Ace of Swords for Sagittarius. Clarify the Ace of Swords for Sagittarius. Then you have the Two of Cups. So maybe you were dating somebody, or this may be a soulmate for some of you out there. And in order for something to move in a positive direction, there are some lessons, some truth needs to be revealed. Maybe you were in a relationship with somebody for maybe a few months, maybe a year or so, and you've learned what you need to learn from that particular person or scenario, and now you're having to move on. For some, it requires that you tell the truth, or that you receive the truth, in order for this romantic partnership to be healthy or stable for some of you out there. And it could be with the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini showing up. Now clarify the Ten of Swords for Sagittarius. Clarify the Ten of Swords for the personal energy coming towards you. Yeah, that person is it seems like somebody was already in a relationship. Something went wrong. For some of you out there, this is asking for space. Like you want space. You want to do your own thing right now because you're just not sure emotionally of what you want. Emotions are missing from the equation. That's what it seems like. And for some of you, somebody was already spoken for or in a relationship or married. And something needed to come to an end before something can build between you and somebody else. Right? Clarify the Six of Swords for Sagittarius. Clarify the Six of Swords. Your response. Yeah, you're resting. All right, you're getting over. Maybe this has broken your heart. You broke somebody else's heart, and maybe you feel some kind of way about it. They're feeling like this about you as well. If you're not the one who kind of put the energy out. So I feel like that's taking time to heal from certain things. And then clarify the Eight of Swords for Sagittarius. Yep, making a decision to kind of back out, step away. I feel like if you're not dealing with somebody from your past, maybe an ex-partner, or if they're not someone that you're dealing with, an ex-partner, something like that could be going on. And for some of you, there are competing sides, or you're stuck in the middle of a situation and you're needing to break away from it. Some of you might be hiding, all right? Because you don't want to deal with the emotional situation. Maybe you feel guilty because you're going back to somebody else from the past, or somebody else is doing that as well. And because of this breakup, maybe you feel embarrassed or you feel a bit hurt in some way because things didn't work out, or they're not working out right now. And clarify the Nine of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Yes, strength, stress, trying to be strong. You may be dealing with the Leo, but for many of you, you're to regain your strength, you're needing to separate from the situation right now. Some of you might even be moving out of a place. And let's clarify the Ace of Swords one more time for Sagittarius. Yeah, a lot of heavy communication, maybe arguments from a particular person. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini is showing up, but whoever it might be, they may be very angry with you, and I feel like a lot of you might just be hiding or running away from the emotional response that they're asking you to give. You may not be ready to give them that. So let's see, messages for Sagittarius love for June 2018. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens. This can deepen, I feel, for many of you. If you're dealing with a soulmate situation, that's what it seems like. Somebody is needing to clear out their past, especially if you feel, or if they felt that you're still kind of, on the seesaw of going back and you're with them and you're back and forth. Somebody is needing to clear things up, and part of communicating honestly about what you sense and what you feel is part of getting to know each other. And maybe you don't respond too well to the emotional issue. Maybe they do, because they could be a water sign. Or maybe that person that you're dealing with, maybe they dealt with a water sign that helped them with an emotional issue, and maybe you're still getting acquainted with that person right now. It just depends here. That's what I kind of see. And maybe they're a little bit more mature in that partner. Not that you aren't mature. I mean, like you're not really sure of how to cope with this particular scenario that may have come out of the blue. You may just felt like, this is not working for me right now, so why stay? So some kind of change may need to happen, or that was the other person's response. Let's see. Messages for Sagittarius love for June 2018. And healing family issues. Well, no. Forgiving and learning. It says, as you release and heal your past, you experience more love in your present moment. So past issues, past resentment, older things that crop up, it may haunt you at times, and you feel like someone might leave you before you were to make a move. So you might try to, pull the trigger first and move away because you might be feeling, a bit insecure or doubtful with the connection. Others of you are definitely needing to move on from an ex-partner so that you can get to know someone that's newer in your life, and you can't have that energy intertwined. It's never going to work. That's not going to work. So it does require being completely single, moving on from a particular person, and not back and forth with two different energies that you're dealing with. So for many of you out there, I don't feel like this is a complete end to someone that you're dealing with. For some, yes, but for some, it's a separation. It's like being single or just needing your space right now because you became too close and maybe immersed or just drowned by emotions early on. So now you need to kind of say, oh, that was a bit much. Now I can breathe a little bit. So that's part of what you might be going through. All right, so that's going to be a reading. I do hope that the message has helped out in some way. They are general, so you can always go to the website, psychicloveheals.com, to schedule something specifically for you. All right, so have a good one.